Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation!
It is time.
It's game week. It's game week.
Woo! Guys, welcome to game week. This is the, we're going to say it's the most exciting time of the year so far.
It is. It's been so long. It feels good. It feels good.
I almost feel out of sync with how it is, but I think we're going to get into it by the end of this week. I promise.
I was gonna say, it feels good to have all three of us back. Everybody's on a good schedule for once for now.
I mean, for now. I mean, between tournaments and supporting family, and I mean, it's been a crazy couple of weeks.
Well, Christian's back from St. George.
Christian is back from supporting family. I am back from supporting family. Marcus has been here the whole time. Way to be Mr. Consistent. But before we talk about anything, we want to remind all of you within the first 30 seconds of this, 45 seconds, whatever it's been, this Saturday, be there and be square at Kaye.
Doors open at 5. Game kicks off at 5:30. We will have giveaways. We will have pizza for purchase. We'll have a street soccer court. So if you don't want to come watch the game, come play some street soccer. We want to see you guys all there.
Either that or bring the kids. Let the kids go play street soccer and you watch the game.
It is family friendly, so
I'm bringing my kids.
Yeah.
So
I don't have kids, so I'm not bringing any kids. But
I mean, you're just bringing them in a different form. Anyways, guys, there's a lot to go over today. There's a lot to go over. All right, so enough of the baloney. Let's go with this. This is how it's going to line up. We're going to talk a little bit about the preseason game that no one saw, but we have opinions on the lineups, what may have happened during the game, the small highlights that RSL was willing to give us. After that, it is that time of year. We're going to give you guys our full-fledged preseason, full season predictions. We're going to go over who we think is going to be Golden Boot, who's going to be the MVP, where RSL is going to fit on the table. We're going to go over it all with opinions. After that, we're going to dive right into our first preview for the RSL Vancouver game, first game preview, which then follows with a prediction time.
Yes.
Oh,
it's back.
I'm still going to be out of sync.
I think that's what I'm most excited about. And then if time permits, I really hope so, we're going to get to some Instagram questions.
Well, I really hope so. This is the first time in a while we have like a record-breaking amount of questions.
Oh, shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. We will try not to elongate any of these conversations then, because there's a lot going on tonight. So without further ado, let's see which one. I'm going to go with Marcos. Marcos, do you have
I don't have it pulled it up.
Fine. Christian, do you have it pulled up?
I do.
Okay. Yes, Christian.
You chose the wrong person.
Christian, give us the lineup that we had against the Galaxy, and let's see what we can throw out.
All right. So for the lineup against the Galaxy, we had Cabral in goal, backline of Engelglad Yedlin, a midfield of Trialist number 8, Kaliskan, Moisa, Gozo, and Luna. So that 5 midfield, and then up top, Trialist number 9 and Olatunji.
Excellent. Just so we're clear, everyone is clear. We know who the trialists are. You guys probably know who the trialists are, but for reasons that we've been asked, they've asked us, we're just going to keep it to trialist. You all know who it is, so keep it at that. All right.
Yep.
With how the Twitter thread went, Christian, give me your thoughts on what may have happened, and how. Actually, maybe give me your thoughts on the lineup first. How do you like this lineup?
I like obviously who doesn't like Cabral and goal? For a three back line, going back to the previous episode, which I did listen to
Thank
on
you.
my drive up. So I do agree with you. This is probably our strongest back line for now. Midfield, uh,
Yeah.
eh, just because I mean it's kind of I don't even know if it's the best of what we've got to offer right now. I mean, trials number 8 is solid. Caliscan, Moisa, not ready for a first team start.
Right.
Could get there, but not ready. Goes on Luna. Obviously, both are fantastic. I do like Trialist number 9 and Ulatunji up front. I think those are going to be our starting strikers right there.
Um, I do. If we look at all the maybe the options for defensive midfielders or center midfielders right now that are currently available that aren't waiting for visas or whatever, um,
Oh,
Kaliskin I think really is our only option.
he is.
Well, I don't know if I read or anything. Is Griffin Dillon out with injury, or was he on the bench, or did he come in this game?
We didn't get a
Let's look.
bench on this one.
Because that's one who I would have started in replace of Luka Moisa.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, Moisa came out in the 76th minute, and the person that went in, I've never heard their name before.
Monarchs player?
Ogara.
Ogara.
Monarchs.
At this point, it could be an academy player. I mean, I've never heard of him ever. So that I mean, to your point, Marcos, maybe Dylan is maybe slightly, I don't know. But let's follow this timeline real quick, guys. I we sent in the group chat, or I sent it. Literally the game starts, and the next tweet is the other guys strike first. I'm like, what? And the only thing I can think of, because we have such hot opinions on this, is there's only one person back there that I can really blame, and we don't know
DeAndre.
really.
No, it was definitely. We're not gonna assume,
Well, we
but
can't.
maybe.
We can't
We can't.
assume. It's
We
literally
literally don't know
impossible.
what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that we went down 1-0 early, that's just RSL like. I mean,
I hate that so much.
it's the truth, though. I mean,
It
the
is.
truth hurts.
I hate that we're just so like we see them like,
Yeah,
like
we expect it.
That shouldn't be your thing.
It really shouldn't.
No,
But
in these two games in California against Orange County and then LA, from what we were able to pick and apart, I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready for Saturday's game against Vancouver because
that's
one, we got a lot of injuries. One, we got a lot of players visa injuries, and
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, I think at the most we have 2 players there on that have visa stuff. Injuries, defensive
Well-
injuries, we don't have
well, we have some new players that haven't really come into the fold yet.
that we haven't played.
Yeah, like
For
Juan.
like Arias, we haven't
Yeah.
played yet.
Correct.
But asterisk, he is apparently injury prone. I think I mentioned this last episode.
He did.
And so that has me a little worried. But RSL does get on the board pretty quickly, considering. We came to find out that it was Gozo that put us on the board first.
What a
So
guy.
that's how many goals this preseason? 3? Yeah.
That's 3. I decided when I do get the switchback, I'm getting Goza's name and number on it.
Oh, you're gonna be one of them that puts a name.
Yeah.
I agree. I would do the same.
I don't know, guys. We've already beat that one to a dead horse. To a dead horse? No. Wow. Anyways, we're not correcting
Anyway.
that. We're not correcting
No.
it.
No, but I
Nope.
think in this preseason, I think Gozo is one that has impressed me. He's been one that's been showing up game
Mhm.
after game, time after time. And then I would have to the other player that's kind of shown up for me this preseason is Lucas Engel. Engel has been showing that back line that what we were missing in definitely last season.
Well, yeah, I mean we're missing consistency in the back line, and England that's what he's supposed to bring. He's supposed to bring the consistency and the veteran experience.
Mhm.
Um, and so that yeah, to your point, Engel is doing great. Um, but going back to Gozo, Gozo has is if he's doing this in preseason, he was playing well the end of last season or most of last season.
Yeah.
Guys, this season looks on the up and up for Gozo. So we move on. Galaxy gain lead again, but before halftime, Trialist 8 helps us get,
Thank you.
and that's you can see that if you guys have seen
Mhm.
the 30-second clip, um, that it was more like the ball went into the box, boom, 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 and all of a sudden a shot goes in and deflected off someone. But the fact that player was involved in the play inside the area is not something we're used to seeing because Katanis would would be playing that position normally, which strange that I going back to that Katanis conversation, maybe Katanis did get replaced.
Well, you and I had this conversation last episode. We said Alex is going to be more of a super sub coming in 65th, 70th minute because we see him for that energy load off the bench.
But he didn't. Katanis didn't even come in this game. It was another player that got subbed in. But the fact that this formation allows for the wingbacks to be that involved in play, the dude was in the box. He was in the area when the ball was being fed through and everything. I think this might be a really good formation, especially for the players that we got. I mean, a three back.
Mhm.
Last season we tried it maybe once or twice, and it was like eek, it was horrible. But now we have the players.
No, I was probably with everybody else when I think it was first game of the preseason when I saw we were going to play a three black. I was like, no, this is going to kind of expose us way too much, seeing how many goals we let in last season, our goal differential. But I'm kind of sold on this more and more. This fits with the players that we picked up, having Victor,
Mhm.
having Gozo, having Luna, now bringing in Morgan. I'm like, okay, this makes more and more sense.
I really want to see visually at this point how Gozo fits or how he plays that wing back because I'm gonna assume that that's what he played with if we're doing a three back Trialist 8 and Gozo were the wing backs. And if Gozo is scoring off of a wing back position, same with Trialist 8. I mean, look at that. We have Luna, wing back, two forwards. Technically we have five in the offense, and then add another two more midfielders in there. I, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little playing the too optimistic card right now, but I'm feeling really good right now. And Christian, come on, you're Mr. Optimist. Why? What? Come on.
No, this is unusual for you. No, but I do have to agree. And I'm very excited to see how this team actually looks and how it actually flows and plays. I, I like the one of the criticisms that people have had of Pablo Mastroeni is that he doesn't change, and suddenly he's changed here. He's adjusted. He's taken a more aggressive approach on the team, which is also what Mauricio Pochettino has done with the U.S. men's national team in a very similar formation, by the way. Is that an Argentine thing? Who knows? Um, for those who don't know, Pablo Mastroeni is of Argentine descent, so we like him here. Um, but to his credit, he's adjusted.
Mhm.
And this is going to be a new RSL that we haven't seen before. And they're still ironing out the kinks. That's why with this 3-3 draw, I'm not losing sleep over it
No.
because again, just ironing out kinks. And like Marco said, we're still waiting for players to really come into the mold. And it's going to be a little bit before we see what the true RSL looks like, but it's not going to take that long, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the actual true RSL strong starting 11 until maybe week 3, week 2, or maybe week 3 at the latest, just because it's
I
it's
can
going to
wait
take
that
that.
long.
It's going to take time for players to mold, because who knows how long until Juan Arias, who knows how long until Stein because we're still waiting on Stein, especially.
Mhm. Interesting.
But to Christian's point, yes, the Orange County game was upsetting. This game was a little upsetting, but I don't take any of these as like hang my head down. These are okay. Yeah, we could have done better, but these are kind of like learning opportunities to what we can work on going into this tough first game of the season.
I think I can appreciate that he's starting a lot of the players that will be in the starting lineup. Like
Correct.
the back
Mhm.
three have been consistent almost throughout the whole preseason. Angle,
Correct.
Glad,
Yep.
Yedlin, boom. That's going to be consistent, and having Cabral get the time that he needs with his backline in game situations is really good. I like the consistency of having Luna Gozo in there. Once Olotunji was available, now Olotunji has been very consistent. So there's
Mhm.
consistencies, and I think it's what we asked for. I mean, it's not like we have influence, but we asked for at least give us 7 or 8 consistent players, and then like try to piece ones and twos in there. And I think this is why this is becoming probably a really good preseason for the boys. To move on, RSL went up 3-2 on a Luna PK. Um,
Mhm.
After that, it was just switching out players, trying different players out. Galaxy score in the last minute or so, and uh, and leave it as a 3-3 draw. So preseason is done.
To Luna's PK, yes, it was just a preseason. Yes, it was just a PK. But we saw, I think it was last season where he missed a PK, and it's just these small moments where he's building his confidence just in preseason, just to know, hey, I can make it here, just to get ready for the actual regular season if he has to take a PK.
Yeah. So let's close that one off. Preseason is done. We've observed everything that we can.
That's
We've
five matches.
5 matches and undefeated.
No,
We lost.
One
we
loss to Dallas.
Dallas.
That's right. We lost one to Dallas. But um we've expressed all our opinions. Now this is where the predictions come in. We're going to go 2026 MLS RSL prediction. Okay?
Last season we were so off last season. We were so off last season.
But to our I mean to help us, I mean for our defense, RSL also had the worst preseason and transfer season ever.
Would you like a recap
Mhm.
of what each of us predicted last season?
Yeah.
I took a screenshot of it.
Do it.
Alan, MVP, you picked Diego Luna. Christian, MVP, you picked Emeka Anelli. For me, I picked Dom.
Eek. That was bad.
Alan, Golden Boot, you picked Dom.
That was bad.
Christian, you picked Diego Luna. Me,
Win.
I picked Diogo. Assist, we're not gonna do assist this season, but Alan for assist, you had Luna. Christian, you had Diogo, and I had Luna. And supporter shield, Alan, you picked 8th. Christian 9th, and I picked 12th.
So that was
West,
that was a Porter shield.
that was supporter shield.
Mhm.
In the West, Alan, you picked 5th. Christian 5th, and then I picked 6th.
We ended up 9th. Oh, okay.
So
And I can't remember where we ended up in the supporter shield last season. What was it, like 17th or something like that?
18th.
18th. Man. Okay. All right. We're gonna do it in this order. We're gonna go Golden Boot. No, let's go MVP first. MVP. Then we're gonna go Golden Boot. Then we're gonna go Supporter Shield, and then we'll talk about the Western Conference standings. There will be conversation. Okay, so let's just give our stuff, reasons, and try to prove each other wrong. See who can win this year's preseason prediction. So for MVP, we're gonna go with Christian first. Who is your MVP?
Oh, we're starting off spicy, just so you know. My MVP for this year is going to be Rafael Cabral. With the rest of the team being fresh and new and inconsistent, and there just hasn't been a ton of chemistry that's been built yet. I mean, referring to Rafael, the special guest from last week, there's just hasn't been that time for stuff to appear. Kafa is the foundation, the bedrock in the heart of the team right now. And for me, he is what's going to keep us in the game, knock on wood. So for me, MVP, the Cabal.
The Cabal. All right. MVP, Cabal. Marcos, who's your MVP?
I'm gonna have to repeat with Christian. I've been thinking about this one all day today.
Well, I mean,
No,
dang it.
that's gonna be the only one that I'm gonna repeat with Christian. I promise. But no,
All right, that's fine.
I would have a little back and forth, but I was like, no, it has to go with Rafa. Rafa, I think, is gonna be. He's gonna have a standout year. I think he's gonna have about 9 shutouts this season, 8, 9 shutouts. So nobody better than him.
All right. Um, I want to. So I'll give you who I want to go with, but it's not going to be that way. I want to go with Luna and Gozo, but I fear that they might be leaving sometime this year. That's just a fear of
Mhm.
mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Valid.
if they don't, one of those two was going to be my MVPs. But I'm going to go with one of the newcomers that I think is going to be
Ooh.
very influential for us, and that's going to be Sanabria.
Oh, I thought you were going
Sanabria.
to say Stein.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that as well.
I was gonna go with Morgan, by the way, but I figured if Olatunji is having struggles, I think Morgan might have struggles. But I think Sanabria is going to be very influential on that wing, not only defensively, but he's gonna have so much offensive output. I think he's gonna be key to our success.
Is it too late to change my vote?
Nope. No, it is. Too late.
Stick to
Too
your
late.
guns, man.
Yeah, stick to
Okay.
your guns. So Cabral, Sanabria. Perfect. And let guys, whoever's listening, let us know who you guys think is going to be your MVP and all these other categories. So next one, Golden Boot, most
Ooh.
goals in the season. All right,
This one's a tough one.
I'll let Marcos go first.
You know, this is a brand new player for RSL. We haven't even seen him score yet. Give me Morgan. I think
Ooh.
Morgan will be the golden boot for RSL this season.
Ooh, that's a
That's a spicy take.
that's kind of spicy, especially with how everyone's been complaining because of his lack of goals the past 2 seasons. So
No, I think he's going to ignore the haters, and I think he's going to be leading RSL.
well, may the odds
I
be
wouldn't
ever in your
mind seeing
favor.
that,
I mean, no one would. I mean, we would love to see it.
right?
But Christian, who is your golden boot?
For me, it's Victor Olatunji. I think he's gonna start finding his groove within RSL. He's gonna become more comfortable at the head of the team or at the front of the team. And with that confidence comes more goals. We're definitely going to see a lot more goals from our front this season, and he's gonna lead the way.
All right. I'm going to hope that this person does not leave RSL this year, but I'm going to go with Xavier Gozo. He has been putting in goals, obviously, preseason. He put in 4 goals end of last season. I mean, our leading goal scorer last year had only 8 goals. So, I mean, he was halfway there. So, I think
Well, I guess for both of you, will our golden boot have double-digit goals this season?
Yes.
I don't know, but goals will be distributed pretty evenly across the board. I can say I'm going to say that. That's my bold prediction. But Gozo, Golden Boot.
Okay.
All right. This one is now going to get even more difficult, especially with the amount of transfers that have gone on. Especially, by the way, new transfer today. What's his bucket went from Houston to Orlando.
Griffin Dorsey.
Griffin Dorsey. That is
I thought the window had closed.
Doesn't close till the end of March.
End of March.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can see, we can keep adding players if we really wanted to. So, all right. So with the amount of changes that are going on in this league, and if you need to pull up FOTMob and the table, I'll let you do that. But
I already have it.
yeah, of course I don't. But Give me where you guys think RSL is going to fit in the supporter shield, 1 through 30.
30.
Christian, back to you. What do we got?
So here's the thing. Before I give my answer, I just want to say MLS is the competitiveness of the league as a whole has grown exponentially over the past 3 years. Just insane. So with that being said, and I still think the East is stronger than the West right now. RSL will be 12th in the supporter shield this season.
Bro,
But
that's
that's just
high.
because it is a little bit high. But I think the majority of that weight above us is going to be Eastern Conference teams.
I'm going to expect a high Western Conference from you then. That's surprising. Sorry, you said 12th, right?
He said 12th.
Oh, okay. Marcos, what do you got?
Well, I'm not too far from Christian. I'm going to go 15th.
Okay, a little bit better.
Well,
Actually, yeah,
if you do the math, top 18 is usually playoffs. So
yes, top 18 is playoffs. Interesting. Okay, 15th. Um, I'll split the difference between the both of you. I am going to go with 14th in supporter shield, just because I I think we have a good team, but to Christian's point, the level of competition has gone up.
yeah,
But
yeah.
there are teams from both conferences that are almost like givens, like they're not going to improve ever. Like you have your Montreals that are never going to improve. You have your San Jose Earthquakes that are never going to improve. you
Sporting Kansas City.
yeah, Sporting KCs. You have the for sure ones that don't improve. Um, and watch it. They're going to prove me wrong this season. But yeah, I think we're somewhere in there. Just Christian is pushing the button a little bit more. That's
I am.
Mr. Optimism right there. All right. So the big one then. The very big one is Western Conference prediction. Where is RSL fitting in the Western Conference? Um, I will start this one. This year, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I got them up way too. Actually, so here's the problem. Last season, I was way too optimistic, and we didn't bring in Jack. This year, we probably broke club record or pretty close to
Mhm.
transfers in. I don't want to underestimate us either because we do have it. So give me fifth in the West again. Let's go,
Okay, okay.
Marcos.
You know, RSL will make the playoffs. We won't be in the wild card this year. Seventh place. Seventh place for RSL.
Okay, all right, all right. We saved the best for last, Mr. Optimism. What do you got for us?
I gotta agree with you, Alan. Fifth is my
Oh,
expectation. Fifth behind LAFC, Vancouver, San Diego, and Seattle is what my expectation is.
Th- those are actually yes.
not
I,
even even ahead of the Galaxy?
bro, the
The
Galaxy.
Galaxy, they've improved, but I don't think they've done enough to overcome their struggles from last year.
See, for me, I think the Galaxy will make the playoffs. I have them at least like
I
fifth.
I didn't say that the Galaxy wouldn't make the playoffs. They're definitely what rebuilding they've done, they become a playoff team again.
Hmm.
But they're still
Interesting.
they're not the team they were even 2 years ago still.
That's true.
They're gonna be dangerous. And I mean, for the first time in a long time, just talking about how competitive the league has become, I take a look at teams like brother, just going down the list.
Yeah, no, it's totally true. And when you look at all the transfers that have been going around, like for instance, Tim Werner now is with San Jose. I mean, granted, I still don't believe in San Jose, but that's also a weapon that you have to keep in mind that they might have and could be like just like what's his Thomas Mueller. He didn't do you didn't think he was going to do much, but yet
Well,
boom.
it's the same thing with Sporting Kansas City. They still got Joveljic. Like, yes, KC doesn't have great players, but Joveljic, 18 goals last season. That's someone to keep an eye on as well. So, and then of course Minnesota lost pretty much their whole team, lost their head coach.
Lost their keeper, man. That their keeper's the one that kept them in.
That's massive.
That's a team that I'm intrigued to see how they're going to do this season.
Yeah. In fact, maybe we can give me your guys' one team that you guys would look. I mean, that you guys would expect to
in both conferences.
Just give me the West. I don't care about the East. I should though. Give me one team that will change dramatically, either improved or worsen, but change dramatically compared to last season.
Change dramatically. I'm going to go with Houston. I think Houston is going to surprise a lot of people because they just picked up Bogusz from Cruz Azul.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can see that.
So you're saying positive?
No,
Yeah,
positive. Yeah, you're saying positive, but
Yeah.
positive or negative. Who's going to change
Yeah.
the most?
I'll flip the script and go negative.
Okay.
I think Austin is going to do much worse this year.
Interesting.
I think so too.
I was going to say that I think they're going to do better because they just picked up that huge signing.
But I mean, it's their big signing is like us announcing Morgan. It's like, ooh, I mean, yes, he probably did well somewhere else, but really, I don't know. But I'll put us as the biggest changers. I think
For
we
sure.
will be obviously more positive. Last year was absolutely horrendous the first 10 games. But now with the who we have at the very beginning of the season, I hope for at least a win in the first 10 games.
No, and I'm sure everybody has already seen the MLS predictors make their predictions of RSL. Same as every year.
Cluster, you and I have a beef. You and your crappy mustache.
Yep. Sasha, Bradley Wright Phillips, yeah, they don't know how to make predictions. So I'm excited for RSL
Sasha's
to
been wrong every year, by the way. I don't know what he has against Real Salt Lake,
Well,
Yes,
even
yes,
Max.
but we have a beef.
Well, even Max was way off too. So I'm excited. I'm excited for RSL to make some noise in the West. I'm not saying they're going to be. They're not definitely not going to be top one or two, but
Yeah, we're not
competitive.
We're not going to repeat 2024. I wish we could,
Ooh.
but we're going to make noise. It's time to make noise again. So, woo! I hope one of us gets like somewhat close to our predictions. So, guys, those are great predictions. For those that are listening, leave us your predictions in the comments on YouTube, Spotify, wherever we're posting our episode. Let us know because we want to know how far off or how spot on we are. So let's turn this page because we have a lot more to go. Let's get into our first preview for the 2026 season. This is where I need you guys to put your season caps on again because this is where we're going to talk about how Vancouver is coming, how RSL is coming, and who's really going to come out on top. All right. So, Christian, I'm going to need you to give me what your thoughts are. How's RSL coming in? How's Vancouver coming in? What are your feelings? Oh, boy.
So, I mean, RSL's coming in with a chip on his shoulder, wanting to really perform well, start the season strong. Like everybody wants to start the season strong, right? Vancouver, it's going to depend how they come in. It's all going to depend on how they come in from their CONCACAF Champions game.
Oh,
So it all depends on how Vancouver does. If Vancouver does well, I think RSL's in a really good spot to pull some points out of this game. If Vancouver does not do well, ugh. So
I mean, I guess we could maybe talk a little bit about
it's
a slight preview to their CONCACAF Champions Cup game.
Yeah, they're going on the road to Cartagenas, which is in Costa Rica, and right now they're in second place in the Costa Rican League behind a certain Herediano.
We're familiar with that team.
mhm.
And they lost to Herediano.
On
Uh,
Saturday.
that's crazy. So I guess that's my biggest question is how hard do you think Vancouver is going to play in this their first leg?
Well, that game's in Costa Rica, hostile territory. They're gonna want to start strong. I
Yeah.
mean,
I know.
who-
That's the thing.
the
Do we see like a full on starting lineup? Tell me.
CONCACAF champions, it's gonna be less forgiving than MLS Cup.
See that's where I disagree because right now, as we're recording right now, we have the Nashville game that's going on, and Nashville is pretty much starting their whole bench. It looks like so. That's where I'm like,
Uh,
I don't know what kind of Vancouver side we're going to see tomorrow. We're going to see kind of a bench that's getting more focused for MLS, or kind of a team that wants to take this
now,
cup serious.
so you're saying Nashville is starting their bench?
A lot of like bench players mixed with
Who who else are they playing?
who are they playing against right now? Well, they're going to
Yeah.
play against Ottawa.
Yeah, Ottawa. All right. Would you be worried about a Canadian team in the Canadian Soccer League? I mean, I
Maybe
wouldn't
Forge
be.
FC, maybe.
Well, only if you're Tigres. Would you be scared of them? But I mean, Ottawa, Nashville playing their bench, obviously. But to what you just said, Vancouver's going to be playing against the second place team in Costa Rica behind Herediano. They're ahead of Saprissa, but they're all within a point of each other. Alajuelense also is in the mix. So they're Cartaginés. That's how you're supposed to say it. Anyways, um, I don't think they've been in the top four running very often. So the fact that they're having a good season right now maybe speaks to the kind of players or the quality of players that they have currently. Um, which to Christian's point, they could be going literally all out because they're away. They're playing in Costa Rica, and then they're traveling all the way back home. I mean, I don't know what the travel is going to be like, but going from a Wednesday game in Costa Rica all the way back up to Vancouver, and you only have a day of rest, if that. You're coming right off of preseason, or actually, no, they just. I mean, now I got to look up Whitecaps. What has been their fixture? Oh yeah, no, this is literally their very first game.
Yeah. So
Did they have any preseason?
I think
Like,
Not
they had
the
a maybe I'm not sure entirely.
Bomb not showing anything.
whereas FOTMOB for us shows our preseason games.
Mhm.
Huh. So look, we're looking at a Vancouver team that is kind of at, on paper looks like they're not ready. They're almost like Kevin Hart. She's not ready. Kind of ready. Um, I don't know that this is where also I've been looking at their transfer history. There's only one player that caught my attention that got moved out of Vancouver, and that was Ali Ahmed.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
He was a really good winger for them. I was worried every single time he went in. Um, and losing Jaden Nelson as well was a big one for them. Those were both left wingers. Who they've brought in though is they've just over the top. They've only brought in four that Fought Mob shows.
Well,
Uh,
just the fact that the Whitecaps they didn't lose Tristan Blackman over the offseason was huge for them. That they were able to keep him on the back line, huge. And then having Berhalter and then that defensive mid, still having Brian White, of course having Thomas Mueller. This is a very very good team, well coached. So
I mean, let's talk about that then. Let's talk about who they have that's gonna freak us out. I mean, you just mentioned Tristan Blackman. I mean, can Olatunji, and if Morgan is available, can one of those two be able to score? Will he be able to do anything?
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. With the likes of Gozo, with the likes of Sanabria throwing in those crosses on either side, 100%, 100% they can.
Christian, is there any player on the Whitecaps that you say RSL can't control them?
Can or cannot?
Cannot.
Mm, Just taking a look, we could have issues with Ahmed as well. And quietly, Ocampo.
Uh,
Hmm.
that's true. That's true. I still think we're gonna have problems with Berhalter because of
Yeah.
our midfield. The middle of the field is probably our weakest spot right now. Um, our strong player, which I mean, it'll be a slight transition into this, but I really think our midfield is going to be headed by Luna in the middle. He's going to be playing that center attacking mid.
hmm Agreed.
Um, with Kaliskin, and I think as of this moment right now, I think our other defensive midfielder is a question mark. I don't know who is going to fill in that spot right now.
You know, I was thinking about that a lot today. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if they throw Sanabria in as defensive mid, Alex in on that left hand spot?
I don't like it.
I'm just saying for one game,
Uh,
they could make it work.
I mean, do you say that because Sanabria on FOTMOB maybe shows that he plays defensive midfielder? I haven't checked, by the way.
Oh no, I didn't check that at all. But I'm just saying with what they have and the pieces.
I don't know, bro. In fact, let's slide into that. We already talked about the consistency that we've seen with RSL, in their lineup at least. Let's go over what you guys think our starting lineup is, just by what we've seen, and then maybe some inklings, some changes that you think might happen. Christian, give me your starting lineup, and we'll probably be like nodding.
For I mean, our starting lineup, I think, is going to be very similar to what we've seen in preseason for right now. So, Cabral on the back, our standard trio on the back line of Engel, Glad, Yedlin, midfield. Trials number 8. It'll probably be whoever we can fill in at that left wing-ish, left midfield, Caliscan, Luna, other defensive midfield, defensive mid, it's so up in the air. Gozo, Olan Tunji, and then Ola Tunji, and then hopefully Trialist number 9 up top with him.
Yeah. I think we're really all in agreement. But that defensive midfielder spot. I'm looking at the roster that FOTMOB gives us, and it's updated on the web version, by the way. It gives you like all the possible positions they play. And I'm looking at everyone's possible positions, and I'm not seeing other defensive midfielders besides Pablo Ruiz, at this point, we don't know if they're available. Emeka is not available.
No.
Griffin Dillon is a question mark because we didn't see him play. He could play.
Maybe.
Would it surprise me? I don't think it would surprise me, by the way.
I've seen
If
crazier. I've seen crazier.
we have seen crazier. um we could see maybe a Luka Moisa. Maybe I I I know what you guys are thinking, but maybe we have one defensive midfielder, a center midfielder, and an attacking midfielder.
I was literally thinking that exact same thing. Like,
So,
like,
3-1-3-1-2.
yes, it's
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Like, yes, it's nice to have two defensive mids to be able to hold, but I feel like in the time being, let's just use one defensive mid. Just have Caliskin, and then just throw in another like attacking
I mean,
center.
you're almost flirting with the
A
diamond.
3-4-3.
It'll be
That's very close with the diamond.
3-1-3-1-2. What Christian said. 3-1,
Yeah,
3-1,
yeah.
2. I mean, that seems probably the most realistic at this point is that we just put in a center midfielder. Um, but with
Besides the problem, obviously, with the lack of defensive mid, is the another problem is turf that we're having to deal with in this game.
mm, I mean, I'm not sure if turf is still an issue at this point. I think the players that are there that are with us right now are pretty used to it. So I'm not gonna throw turf as an excuse. But I really want to know how the midfield is going to stand. But
Yeah.
we've said our piece. I'm worried. I'm still worried about Berhalter. By the way,
You know,
Berhalter is roaming around.
more than Thomas, more than Mueller.
Yeah, more than Mueller. Mueller is
Interesting.
a yeah. I Mueller could be someone to worry about, but at this point, Christian is getting really impatient, and so
Also,
oh
before
no,
we start, no, this is RSL's first time going against Mueller on Saturday. I don't know if you guys know this
oh really?
because he was picked up
That's true.
afterwards.
That is true. Um, well, the inaudible drum roll of Christian is. Yep, here we go. Ready, guys? Welcome to the first prediction
Prediction
time.
time. God, that's so bad.
That's horrible. All right, let's do this. Marcos, I'll let you go first.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back for prediction time. We're not gonna win. We're not gonna lose. So give me a 1-1 draw. First game of the season.
Only one. All right, accepted. Christian.
I'll be positive just to shake things up here. I'm banking on Vancouver playing and focusing on CONCACAF Champions League a little bit more than the beginning of MLS. So, and they're going to be looking for that starting 11 to build chemistry and everything. So we'll see them a bit rested for us. So I'm expecting RSL to win 2-1.
Okay. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna have a little bit more faith. The fact that Vancouver is gonna go all out in Costa Rica. They're gonna be sitting some key players for rest. Ones like Mueller. But I am also gonna go with 3 points. I'm gonna be super optimistic, so don't kill me in the comments. 3-1 RSL. I think we have so many goal scoring opportunities around us between Gozo, Olatunji, Luna, new signings. We're bringing it this time. So
Oh boy. Oh wowzers.
let's go. All right.
I love the enthusiasm.
Let's wrap it up. Let's bring it back in. Actually, we're probably gonna have a lot more debates now. Is Instagram questions. Marcos, bring it on.
You know, this is probably a record-breaking amount for the amount of questions we got. So here we go.
Oh boy.
Buckle up tight. Here we go. First question. Why is Glad still on the team? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
All right, look, I know we talked bad about
Uh,
Glad.
Officially, he has a contract.
He has a contract. He is a professional soccer player.
It's true. I think we have him because of who he is, what he represents. I mean, he is a good person to have on the team, like a human being. His playing skill is often questioned, but I think he's a good person and a good soccer person to have with the team. Even though some might think otherwise.
It's true.
I agree.
It's true. Next question. Will you be at the first home game? Christian
Yes.
and I will be at the first home game. Alan, I don't
No.
think. Alan will not be at the first home game.
No, they decided to schedule an indoor game for my son at the
Oh.
same exact time as the RSL game.
They must have not looked at the RSL schedule ahead of time. That's how it was.
They're not soccer fans at the indoor place.
Some people. Next question. Are you guys related? Yes.
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 The question should be, do we want to be? Some days.
Fair, fair. Next question. Do you have an RSL memory that stands out as your favorite, and will you share it?
Oh,
I have mine right off the bat.
Let's hear it,
go
Alan.
for it.
Mine is back in 2008 when we made was it? I can't remember if it was a playing game or if it was the first round of the playoffs. Marcus, when we played against Chivas USA, and we were up on the
Mm.
second deck, and we were right next to the Chivas USA fans, and just to cause havoc, mayhem, we decided to start tearing down all their signs off of the front part of the balcony. um, yeah, that
Uh,
was that we got in trouble.
that
A
was
little bit. They told us stop it, and so we stopped.
that was fun. That was
But
fun.
anyways, that was the one where Mofsisian scored the game winner.
Oh, you're a good.
Yep.
You're a shout out.
Your
For
turn.
me, I'm gonna. This is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna go with playoff game against LA Galaxy,
Which one?
the one against Ibra.
Oh, because the other one is a Schuler game winner in my head in extra time.
No,
Was it extra time?
I remember that was one of the better LA Galaxy teams, and just beating Ibra
Mhm.
at home. I was like, oh, this is good. This is good.
Wasn't it right after that he tucked tail and ran back to Italy?
Probably.
Yep.
Mm.
What's yours from Christian?
I think one of my favorite memories has to be going to an RSL game. I don't remember which game it was, but it was when they were still in Ricycle Stadium. I remember it was cold, it was wet, and it was rainy. The supporter groups were loud and obnoxious, and it was just such a great introduction. Now, your dad was the one who took me to that game. Um, and
Hmm.
that's got to be my first RSL memory, has to be one of my favorite RSL memories.
That's
Nice.
awesome. That's awesome. Here we go. Next one. This person says their prediction for Saturday is a 2-1 RSL win.
There we go. Someone's team Christian.
There we go. Next question. Who is going to play that right wing back mid position this season?
Gozo.
Goza.
Gozo. Agreed. Agreed.
Gozo and Dom. It's gonna be
Yep.
that sub.
It will be that battle that we always talk about. We see that battle throughout the whole season.
Yep.
Next question. Would you rather Gozo go to Aston Villa, Atletico Madrid, Villarreal, or Monaco?
I would say Aston Villa.
Hmm. Unai is a good coach. I will say Atletico de Madrid.
If we're
That'd
going
be my
based on,
second choice.
if we're going on based on where he's going to get playing time, probably Aston Villa, because I don't see him getting starting time for Atletico Madrid.
Now, here's the question. Would y'all buy a Gozo Aston Villa jersey?
Mm, I would.
I would.
I probably would too.
Yeah,
He
Add
also
it to the collection.
he looks good in burgundy. I don't know why.
it's true.
All right.
Next question. We have a better roster now, so why are we being so ranked lower when it comes to the power rankings than when we finished last year?
RSL's always underrated. But if you notice what they said on MLS.com, it's that, yeah, we're ranking RSL low, but they tend to show up.
Yeah, I kind of wonder that too. I mean, to what you just said, Christian, I wonder why they just underestimate us and then, oh look, they exceeded expectations.
I would rather be underestimated than overestimated
Yeah.
anytime.
Though I feel like there's something to be said when you're overestimated. Like when people are like, yeah, this team's gonna be good. That means it's like, I don't know. It's not like they have confidence in you, but you have
Well,
some.
here's the thing. RSL's not one of the pretty boys of MLS. Gon Darber is not a huge fan of RSL. We don't have any massive names that are part of our team. Like we don't have Thomas Muller. We don't have Lionel Messi. We're not one of the pretty attractive clubs. We are a gritty, feisty, sometimes inconsistent club.
Mhm.
And so people are always going to underrank us.
I mean, that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Bring it on, Marcos.
Here we go. Next question. What's the best playstyle for RSL concerning all these attack-heavy teams in the West?
I think being quick on the counter, something that's one of the biggest weaknesses of attack heavy teams is that you can catch them on the counter.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard for them to recover because they're going to have so many bodies forward that if you can catch it 3 or 4 defenders alone against 7 offensive players,
Plus, we have speed
we
to
have speed.
run a counter. I mean, Victor, we saw him on a one-on-one and he slotted last season. Gozo had how many one-on-ones that he probably could have slotted home. But I mean, we have speed up there, and then add on a Morgan if he becomes available. You add in a Sanabria on the wing. Guys, I mean, we have speed. I think a counter,
Mhm.
to your point, Christian, is a great strategy.
Yeah, we're gonna surprise a lot of people how well we'll do on those through balls because we saw on decision day where Luna fed Victor on that beautiful through ball, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of that this season.
Heck yeah.
Here we go. Next question. What to expect at the RSL Bros watch party? I've never been to Kaye before. Well, you're in for a treat because it has a nice street soccer court. So, and they got some nice soccer foosball. So, soccer tennis.
There we go. Soccer, tennis. That's true. Um, they also you'll also expect a lot of yelling, a lot of singing, chanting. You won't hear the game. I can promise you that you won't hear it because there'll be people talking, screaming, cheering, yelling, whatever.
But it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. So we're excited to see you there. Here we go. Next question. Here we go. Advice for an implant coming to the Salt Lake area from the city that had no soccer team and they want to know about RSL.
Get involved. The supporters groups are amazing and they've got different flavors based on your personality. But they all recently have learned to play nice with each other, which is awesome. So get
Yeah.
involved, show up, get to know people. Like for me, when you pick a team, latch onto it and be loyal to that team. And the emotions do fluctuate a lot more than somebody who's a bandwagon. Um, but the payoff is worth it.
Amen to all of that. Just get
Uh,
involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Here we go. Last question of the night. Who is the one player you feel will improve the most this season? New signings don't count.
Oh, new signings don't count. Then fine, Olatunji. Yeah.
Yep. I would have to agree. Old Tunji is my most improved player as well.
You know,
MIP.
I was gonna go Victor as well, but I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go with Rafa. I think Rafa's gonna go one up.
How can you improve?
He's gonna get more shutouts this season. He's gonna get more shutouts this season.
I mean,
I'm okay with that.
He's gonna be
sure.
he's gonna be my MVP, so he's gonna get more shutouts this season.
There you go.
He's
That's
my
how.
baby first.
That's how you back up your MVP. There you go, Marcos. You caught him to the game. All right, guys. that was a lot of.
Soc-
That was a lot.
Soccer's back. RSL is playing this Saturday.
Let's go. Let's go. Guys, be there, be square at the watch party. Kaye in Salt Lake. Really come and support because from what I hear, a lot of y'all are having trouble with your Apple TV subscriptions anyways. So might as well just come to the watch party. Come watch the game with us. Come yell, scream, enjoy company. Maybe if we score a goal or 2 or 3 in my case, we can all just embrace and just celebrate.
Oh, I think I said your son's
Yeah.
gonna take his shirt off. I was like, no.
No, it's too
He
cold.
still could.
I mean, probably.
Isn't Kaye indoors?
It is.
It is indoors.
It is indoors. So, all right, guys. That's all we got for today. We're gonna let you guys simmer on this one, think about it for a couple of days, and get ready because 2026 has officially started. Woo! All right, with that, Marcos, send us off.
If you're not already, head over to X, head over to TikTok, head over to Instagram, and follow us at the RSL Bros, and catch us wherever you catch your podcasts on Spotify or Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
You're really good at that. All right, guys.
We'll see you guys Saturday.
Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.